Let me know when we're ready. Thank you. I'd like to call the order of the regular meeting tonight on November 8th, 2021. I would ask that you have, if you haven't signed in, please do so now. Turn off your cell phones, other electronic devices, and please conduct any private conversations in the hallway or outside. There's emergency exits that can be found to your right or left. We start this meeting with a heavy heart tonight with the passing of a colleague and a good friend of ours. Joe Pachotti died unexpectedly this weekend. So I'd like you all to join us in a salute to the flag, followed with a moment of silence for Joe Pachotti and his family. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. This time we have a public hearing, and I would ask our town clerk, Karen Bodine, to please read aloud the public hearing notice.
The notice of public hearing for a mass gathering permit for the Festival of Lights at Victor Hills Golf Club, scheduled for the 8th day of November 2021 at 7 p.m., was published in the Daily Messenger newspaper on October 29th, 2021, and a copy of this public hearing is available for inspection during regular business hours in the town clerk's office.
At this time, I would ask if there's anyone that would like to speak for or against this mass gathering permit.
The gentleman that runs and operates it, I don't know.
You don't need to if you don't want to. Does anyone from the board have any comments? Then I would entertain a motion to close the public hearing and
So moved.
start our regular meeting.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I have just a few announcements. Supervisor Marin is necessarily absent tonight. Also, this Thursday is Veterans Day. There'll be a ceremony at 11 a.m. here in the main meeting room. All town facilities will be closed in honor of Veterans Day and Mark Gears' birthday. And Friday the 12th will be a floating holiday for our employees as well. The transfer station will be open for regular hours on Saturday the 13th, however. And also, I'd like to note that the Cannabis Retail Dispensary Overlay Zoning District public hearing is still open, and that will still be open for the first week in December, for our first meeting in December. We will not close that on the 22nd. We'll let that stay open, and we'll address it on the first meeting in December. I'm looking for approval. Are there any other committees or anything that anybody wants to report on at this time? No? Okay. Looking for approval of the minute meetings of October 25th. May I have a motion, please, to approve those minutes?
I'll make a motion. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, thank you. And now for the payment of bills for Manifest 21. Karen, please read aloud the abstract of claims.
Manifest 21 for 2021 in the amount of $118,680.53 has been reviewed by the Victor Town Board with the following accounts charged: General Townwide, General Outside Village, Highway Townwide, Sanitary Conveyance Capital Improvement Project, the lighting districts of Fishers, Brookwood Meadows, High Point, Cobblestone, Coil Ridge, Rolling Meadows, Stone Lay, and Legacy at the Fairways, S&S Consolidated Sewer Fund, and Trust and Agency.
In keeping with the spirit of transparency and Supervisor Marin's weekly or bi-weekly description of expenditures exceeding the range of $5,000 or in that range, you can see integrated systems for $9,222.43. LaBelle Associates engineering fees for October, $56,189. Lane Enterprises for water piping of $5,766.73. Lehigh Hanson material for town road projects, $7,231.37. Diesel fuel, $6,911.59, and RG&E, the October electric, $6,589.92. The total of the above-mentioned expenditures is $91,911.04. The total town expenditures minus the previous mentioned expenditures equals $26,769.49. Can I have a motion to approve these claims?
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. There's no privilege of the floor tonight. I was just wondering if there's any public comment or concerns at this time? Okay. We have our reports of town officials in our packet. You see the LDC has been very busy. We got a nice report from Parks and Rec. I'm happy to report that I went over and saw my grandson playing a little basketball in the gym over there on Saturday. I thought Steve was a little harsh on a couple of the fouls. I'll get back to him when I see him in person. But it's nice to see some of the rec back up and running and trying to get back to that normalcy that we've grown accustomed to or that we've been missing so much. So moving on to, also I got a report from the Victor Fire Department, the chief's report for the month of October. You have that in front of you to take a look at that and continue to see the activity that our fire departments see each and every month. I already asked you if you had any committee reports, and I didn't hear anything.
I would like to add in two things.
Okay?
More as a resident note, I had an opportunity to attend the spooktacular event that they did, the Halloween trunk or treat or business to business trick or treating event they did recently, and I had an opportunity to attend with my family the monthly hike at Mountain Park that was kind of a joint venture between the PTSA and the Victor hiking trails, and I thought both of those events were, fantastic, and we had a great time, and particularly that event in the village, I thought was a huge asset, and I think that it has a wonderful opportunity to continue to expand, and it was kind of a little bit drizzly, rainy, cooler, and to see 400 or so people out there, I was absolutely amazed by that. I thought there'd be 100, and it was easily 400 people, so I was very, very impressed, and I'd like to thank the folks that were involved in coordinating that.
Okay. It is nice to see people out and about, and I think people are looking for stuff like that, no question, especially the local stuff, and happy to see some of those activities back on our agenda as we continue to work through this pandemic and post-pandemic stuff. So thanks for sharing.
Quick question, Drew, maybe you might know the answer from the Parks and Rec side of things. In the past, we've done, in light of Veterans Day coming up, like Honor Flight Week. Have we heard anything? Is anybody doing anything with that going forward? Do we know? Has there been any discussion?
I haven't heard anything on Honor Flight. They are doing, Parks and Rec is doing a luncheon for them.
Right, for the vets, right.
But I haven't heard anything on Honor Flight.
Yeah, I'm only aware of the event that the Legion's doing
Right.
here Thursday, and then the Veterans Recognition at the lodge they're doing from Parks and Rec side. But I know that I believe Mike had coordinated a lot of that previously.
Correct.
So I don't think anything this year, but I'm hoping that that will be part of future
Okay,
works.
I was just wondering, in light of
Nothing
Veterans Day.
specific-
And,
Nothing
yeah.
specific I've heard of.
Okay, thanks.
Anything else for the general order on that?
If I could mention, and it was brought up in the last meeting, but I.
Is your mic on, Mike?
Yeah, I think so. Can that be heard?
Yeah.
I just wanted to maybe again express what a win it was for the LDC for the CDBG grant that we received for $500,000. It's a matching fund for loans for small business. It was very seldom do you apply for the amount that you apply for and get the whole thing, and we happened to get everything we asked for, which is a first. And so the big thing now will be to get the word out to people that it is available and what the criteria are and what they can do, because once you get these, if you don't use it, it just sits there. So the next big steps that will be taken is to make the public aware that this is there for their use, and by all means, we'd like to use it all. We don't want to use only a portion of it. So in the future, we'll be doing what we have to do to make the public aware. It's both village and town, this one is. So that's a big deal if we can get it. Now we just got to make use of it, so.
And what do you, how's that work, Mike? You take that money, then you loan it out to different folks, and then they pay you back, and then you just kind of use it as revolving credit?
It's a revolving thing. You can apply back for it for a period of time. Because of this one, it's a somewhat strict criteria for what you have to do, and there is a financial involvement that you have to have and put forth. It's not all yours, and so it's a smaller match that you have to do, and but it is flexible. It is geared for small business more than big business, and it's trying to promote that in the area. So,
Nice.
I think that the state really got behind it on this one and knows that we need to do that in certain areas, and consequently, we got a big chunk of change that we can try and loan out.
Yeah,
So,
that's great. Anyone else? Okay, moving on to the resolution portion of our evening. Resolution number 1 is acceptance of the resignation of Nick Bodine for Parks and Rec. I was a little nervous about this, Nick, until I saw resolution number 2.
Yeah, we don't have to pass it, do we?
Typically,
We don't accept his resignation, what happens?
Typically, when we do business up at school, we always would make sure we had the job before we left the other job. So I'm a little nervous about doing resolution 1 first before 2, but we'll do it in the order that it was presented to us. So I'm looking for a motion for resolution number 1.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And as you can see, this is a matter of semantics because Nick is not leaving us. He is simply moving to the motor equipment operator and going under a more closely watched eye of Highway Superintendent Mark Gears as he becomes a motor equipment operator, and looking forward to welcoming you to the fleet.
So moved.
second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Congratulations,
Congratulations.
Nick. Keep up the good work. Resolution number 3 is to appoint Aaron Brandt as an assessor's aide.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Resolution number 4, this is to reclassify Victor Gaspar from an MEO to the Parks MEO. Basically, he's taking Nick's position and going back, and they're kind of swapping. So that's what this is.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thanks. Marty's been a very valuable part of our staff for a while, and now his business is taking over, and this is the final stage. He was giving us some part-time hours, but now it's just too much for him, and this is his acceptance of his resignation from Planning and Building Department.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Number 6 is the acceptance of the resignation of Dave Mcguinness at the transfer station. He's been a part-time laborer over there since 2020, and he gave his verbal resignation from the position to Mark Gears.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Resolution number 7. This is our contract with Guardian to provide dental health insurance to our employees for 2022.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Resolution number 8 is a contract with MVP to provide 2022 healthcare insurance. And then it shows you the single to two-person family contributions and what we're paying and what they're paying. So,
moved.
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Resolution number 9 is their contribution rate. And as you know, this has been a 5-year implementation as we have moved their rates and continue to get everybody on the same page. So some people will see a little bit of a rate increase of what they've been paying, another 3%, I think.
So moved.
Motion for that. Thank you, Ed.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Resolution number 10. This is the HSA accounts for employees enrolled in the high deductible plan. And these are the reimbursement costs and the savings that the Town of Victor employees will get for choosing the high deductible plans.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Resolution number 11, we're going to start to see some more of these as we get back into being active with our Parks and Rec, but this is a certificate of liability insurance waivers.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And resolution number 12 is the Butterfly Kids Yoga for the youth and adults.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Amendment number 13, the mass gathering permit for the Festival of Lights. I saw that advertised, and families all going to be home for Thanksgiving, and I got too many people to cram into one car, so I'm going to probably end up paying for 3 cars, but I'm happy to see it back, and I hope we have some snow.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot more fun to go through there when there's a little bit of snow with the lights, so.
Yeah.
Looking for a motion on this.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Amendment number 14, or resolution number 14, before we amend that, I want you to look at item Q. The rates need to be adjusted. The residential permit on resolution number 14 should be 130, not 125. The residential permit for item 3, Q3, for the seniors is going up $5 to 115. And the punch card is going from 100 to 120. And the commercial permit is 130, the same as a residential permit. So Q2 is 130, Q3 is 115, Q4 is 120, and Q5 is 130. I think they put the last year what they were, not what they're going to, and we've already printed what they're going to, and this will go into effect after the first of the year. And, you know, working with Casey and Mark and talking to people, they would much rather see $5 here, $5 there. They love the service, they love the swap shop, they love the opportunity to have it continue. Those people that use it religiously. Those people that don't use it, don't. But this is for them to keep it going and keep it running. The rest of the fees in the resolution are accurate, and I just wanted to make that. So do I have to do a motion on the amendment, to amend it first? Amended.
As amended.
Okay, so I'm looking for a motion to approve as amended.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Resolution number 15, this is authorizing the town of Victor to schedule a public hearing and commence the process through the town of Victor's eminent domain powers of acquiring certain real property for municipal and/or economic development purposes. And this public hearing would be on the 22nd of November, and that'll be published as such.
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
This is roll call?
Nope.
Deputy Supervisor Condon.
Yes?
Councilman Kohovic.
Yes.
Councilman Guinan.
Yes.
Councilman Cusimano.
Yes.
Resolution number 16, this is a letter of credit to Bluemont Rise subdivision for release number 1.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Resolution number 17. This is the Drumlins Townhome Subdivision, Section 3, Phase 2. This is the acceptance of dedication. This has been a long time coming, I believe, and I think we're finally there. So, looking to entertain a motion for that.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And resolution number 18. This is a Drumlin Townhome Subdivision, Section 3, Phase 2, letter of credit release. This would be the final release for them.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And resolution, finally, resolution number 19. This is Canandaigua National Bank to accept 2022 town and county tax bills.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you. All right. At this time, do we have any public comment? Anyone has any issues or anything that they'd like to address to the town board? Okay,
You're it, Dave.
and I would entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Have a good evening.
Thanks, you too.